Shalom, Boker Tov, everyone. Rabbi Eric Solomon, Beth Meir Synagogue in Raleigh, North Carolina. More morning Torah. So this week's Torah portion is called Titzaveh. Titzaveh deals continuing this ongoing discussion of Moses and our people, the tabernacle and sacrifices, kind of getting ready the Mishkan as we wander through the desert to offer sacrifices to God and how to do so. But the first words are Ata Titzaveh. God says to Moshe, you shall command the people as follows, of how they should bring gifts and get ready and stuff like that. And the word Titzaveh, or Tzaveh, that the Hebrew word of that, comes from a similar to the word mitzvah, which means commandment, and that's the typical translation. It's correct. But a little play on it, the Orach Chaim says, tzava, or that shoresh, that root, can also mean connection. We've talked about this before in other morning Torah sessions, that the same word for mitzvah can also mean connection in Hebrew. So what does that mean here? The beautiful teaching the Orach Chaim brings is that when Moses has to command the people, he's like telling them, you do this, God said, do this, do it this way, And the people, ideally should follow. If you read the Torah, our people don't always follow. It's challenging. But what's cool about that connection, that idea of it's not just about God, Moses commanding, but it's about making a connection, as the Orach Chaim says, because ultimately Moses was not going to get the people to do what he wanted them to do just through commanding them or threatening them or just, demanding it of them. It was through a connection, through a bond. So Moses is not saying, do it because I commanded. He's doing it because we have a relationship with each other. And that is, leadership 101 from the Torah. It's something I've learned as a rabbi, and I would dare say most people who work in situations or live situations, business, volunteer, whatever, even a family, especially got teenagers, you can try to make them to do things, and you will be successful most of the time. But a better way and a kind of more effective way to motivate people is because you have that connection. When I actually lead our synagogue, me and my wife Jenny, we're trying to bring people to a certain place and guide them, and we have vision for where we'd like to go. But that vision is not just going to happen just simply by giving a great sermon or by, God forbid, saying do it because I say or God says. It's because we have a relationship, we have a connection with each other. We have years of connection with each other. We have shown that we stand up, what we ask for of others, we do for ourselves as best as we can. We have integrity. And people do things because we have that connection. And they say, you know what, I'll trust you. I'll go with you because, we have a relationship, we have a bond, we have a connection. So something to think about in terms of leadership is that it's not just about demands or saying or command or God's behind me. It's, are you there for me? Do I trust you? Do I know you? Okay, we have a connection. And therefore, Moses was allowed to lead. Shabbat Shalom.